All right, this should be live. Let me double check this quickly on the channel. YouTube Studio. There we go. It says we are good. I don't do these home streams too often, but we do have 4 viewers and 1 like already. That's pretty good. Maybe I'll start up a video. There we go. Let me know if the volume on this guy is too loud or not. Hopefully it's not. Dude, the Walking Man dude. You've been all over the place. I saw you in the Action Kids stream earlier. You've been in my Johnny Stride streams, and now you're a fan of the stumbles. I like the way you work, Walking Man dude. What's up, Tristan? Welcome to a lazy ass stream. I don't have a slow chat enabled for this one, as not too many people jump in anyways. If you're wondering, I am on my second whatever this is and OJ, and I've had a few edibles so far, but they haven't kicked in. How you guys doing tonight, Mr. Walking Man dude and Tristan, or any of the other 6 people watching who are being a little shy or quiet? This video that we're watching is a failed walk. I did a walk through the East Danforth and Danforth Village. The one where I almost got hit by 2 cars. But before that, I filmed this and my camera got all screwed up. So this is a classic Johnny Stumbles video because I effed it up. So I'll be uploading this in a few days to the channel. I'm good, Kristen. Did I say Kristen? Tristan? I had kind of a lazy day. I did nothing all day, and then I went out and filmed a video through the snow. The Walking Man dude survived. What are the stairs of death, Walking Man dude? You're going to have to fill us in on that. What's up? Gemology? Hey Jordan, welcome to the stream. If you guys could let me know how the audio is. I have the audio on the video fairly quiet, but if you can hear me loud and clear on the mic, that would be kind of nice to know. Because I don't know if you're aware of this, but I am an idiot who doesn't really know what I'm doing. You've been called Kristen so many times. Let's get a roll call. Where is everybody from? Where are you from? Tristan and Walking Man dude and Gemology. I think it's pretty obvious where I am right now. Jenny K, what's up, Jenny? Jenny is a dual Johnny Strides member. She's a YouTube channel member and a Patreon member. Jordan's in Toronto, for some reason watching videos of Toronto. Thanks for the confirmation, Tristan. We're up to 14 viewers. Sweet. You're from the provincial rival in Canada's capital, Ottawa. Awesome. Are you the guy doing auto walks? There's a channel called Auto Walks where the guy is walking around Ottawa recording. I remember he asked me a few questions in the in my comments, but I don't quite remember who he is. But if you are not him, then definitely go check that channel out. Good evening, Roro Kun. I'm trying to see what your profile looks like, but it's way too tiny. Walking Man dude is from the Ski Mask. Can you be from a ski mask? Tristan doesn't film videos. We got 15 viewers in here. Sweet. All right, let's have some more edibles. What should I have? I've got a few chocolates left. I already ate the first 3 earlier tonight, but let's get moving. These are pretty low THC anyways, so they're probably not going to do anything, but they will add to the fun later, I guess. Royal Kun is from Cupertino, just south of San Francisco, the land of the apple. The apple, the land of apple. I thought, is that where Apple's headquarters are? It's Microsoft that's in Washington, right? So they built that big, freaky spaceship. Apocalyptic, I can't even say that right now, headquarters. Johnny K, it does begin. Susan! Nice to see you, Susan. You seem to never miss a stream. Even these crappy stumble streams where I'm shamelessly getting my watch time up to 4,000. Good evening, Jeanette. How's the weather in Houston today? Another 0-degree day? For those that just tuned in, this is my failed East Danforth walk. Before I recorded the good one, I made this one, and it sucked because my camera lens got covered in rain and I didn't wipe it off, so it's now a stumbles video. Good evening, Yahia. Oh yeah, you said to check out your Instagram message. Sorry about that. I'll get to that later. Probably not tonight because I'm going to go to bed as soon as this stream is done because I've already had a few edibles and drinks. I don't think I have slow chat on. No, I don't think I do. That's good. I got to tell you, mate, the snow out there is pretty wild. It is. I did a walk, kind of a walk I've done before, but I went up to North York and I walked from Finch all the way down to York Mills. I used the old Osmo. This thing got covered in snow. So it's still alive though. I'm gonna use it till I kill it. 12 hours 8. Is that how I say it? 12H8. What's up? Hope you're doing well. I don't know what else to call you. Mark Lang, MBA, Masters of what? Oh, maybe I'm having a brain fart, but you are in Australia. Susan says it's a winter wonderland. Yes, the snow actually stuck this time. It's not that wet, mushy crap that just disappeared that we got the last few times. Giuseppe, things are good? Yep, we got a very small group on this channel. But we are almost at 1,000 subscribers on the Stumbles channel. So what I would like to do is once we get over 1,000 is do all of these home streams from this channel so I can get, for lack of a better term, fucked up, and we can just talk about anything, and I can play whatever kind of videos I want, and I will save the more serious stuff for the Strides channel, although I guess we have a lot of fun there too, but this channel's just not going to be serious. I'll still stream outside from this channel. I'm just trying to get myself over that magic 1,000 mark and hit the other one. Giuseppe, Mark, Master of the Universe. Ooh, He-Man's got... Are you He-Man's competition or She-Ra's competition? Maybe you are He-Man or She-Ra. Can never assume gender. Strides channel is getting competitive with the comments now, but congrats. Oh, the comments are insane. I can't even keep up with them. I used to go through every single comment and reply to anything that wasn't, you know, negative or full of hate, but now I can barely read them. So I guess that's kind of a nice first world problem to have. Yahia says it will end in 2 years. Roro, chat is pretty chill. Yep, that's part of the idea. Hopefully this channel stays relatively low-key. I want to get it big enough that people can still super chat and stuff like that, but I don't want it to blow up. I want it to be more of an AMA style channel. What's up, Tony, cheers. Starfire says, what's my drink? I am drinking, whatever. I can't even, I must be drunk. I can't even hold it in front of the camera. Here's what we're drinking. Mixed with OJ. It's an amber Scotch. Ooh, 12H08. Does that mean you're from France or Quebec? Johnny, will you travel in 2 years? And my Instagram is transitfan. Will I travel in 2 years? I'm hoping to travel in April. April or May. I'm probably going to get some plane tickets and get the hell out of here. Jeanette Stumbles is a different kind of fun. I hope so. Otherwise, what's the point if we're not having fun? Strides has been a little too depressing lately. I just walk around the city and see businesses that are closed, empty sidewalks. It's kind of sad, so I think I'm going to try to avoid those topics as much as possible moving forward because I don't want to dwell on them. We've all sort of seen the story, and the visuals will do the talking. But, I mean, this is a chance to just get fucked up and hang out with you guys. Cheers from NYC, Green City. Cheers. Did you catch Action Kid's stream tonight? He had a pretty good Christmas-themed stream. What's your favorite destination in Toronto? I don't know. I always kind of gravitate towards the Koreatown Annex neighborhood. I just can't stop from going back there. Eagles Prey, yep. That's true, but let's try not to dwell on the sadness. Ooh, look at that nasty orange color. Wow, the camera did not do a good job here. It tends to struggle on low light when it comes to like brightly lit signs and objects. Eagle Spray says, ooh, Scotch. Hey, I've mixed it with orange juice. That's how you make Scotch good. What edibles are on the menu tonight? We've had this entire row of chocolate so far. There's one more chocolate, and then maybe I'll add some gummies. You'd go to Taiwan. Everything has been open for months now. I love to go to Taiwan. I was last there less than a year ago. Mark says, but the excitement of cars trying to hit you. Can you do Scarborough Town Center on Strides? I can, but it's kind of closed right now, so we'll have to wait. Tony says I sound mellow tonight. Well, we're just heating up. Also, it's kind of the end of a boring day. Look at the screen. This is why this video wasn't Strides material. Strange lighting for sure. That's... Hey, Action Kid! Found his way. We have a celebrity in the chat. How's it going, Action Kid? Guess K-Town is your second home? Yeah, it used to be. Bucky Smith is telling me what I'm doing is sacrilege. Well, this is the channel where we waste good Scotch, I guess. Let's get Johnny to 1,000 subscribers tonight, and he will take a drunk walk around Yonge and Eglinton. Maybe we'll do that next time. I'm kind of all settled in for tonight. You had a cup of tea, cheaper than whiskey. That's smart, Annette. I had a tea earlier. Orange and lemon from the Philippines. Awesome country. Probably the friendliest place I've ever been. Yeah, I'm well aware Action Kid is here. He seems to be getting all the attention right now. On that note, I'm out of drinks, so maybe Action Kid can take over while I go bartend a little bit. Let me turn the sound up on this video. How the heck do I do that while I go? Tracks down and stations and then cover that up, as opposed to using tunnel boring machines. So I would assume it was just more convenient to do that just to the north of Danforth Avenue and to the west of here along Bloor Street, as this is the Bloor-Danforth subway line. Or rather, that's what the subway line is called. Toronto Yoga Company. I don't understand why that gym could be open, but not a yoga studio. The Walking Man dude. This guy is getting wasted. Dude, I'm Walking Man. Whoop! Sorry, I just hit. Dang. Alright, so in terms of edibles, I have my chocolates to finish. We have Japanese citrus yuzu. So we have that. We have a watermelon hybrid. We could try. What's this one? This one is peach mango. I've already worked into that one. We have more peach mango. We have blueberry indica, whatever the bleep that is. And we have mango sativa. Giuseppe says watermelon looks good. I think they're all good.
These bike lanes
so we'll,
on Danforth were installed earlier this year.
We'll dive into this little stash. He's gonna get away. I am not even coming close to touching all these.
And they were installed from...
These are how you make Netflix movies enjoyable,
Broadview Avenue.
Friends. If you haven't noticed,
and
Netflix makes a lot of movies and
Dawes Road, which
horrible.
is
but if you
just short of Victoria Park Avenue,
take a few of these, maybe about half an hour before starting the movie, they won't be so bad.
I've done a few bike rides along
maybe
there.
You could model your most stylish pajamas.
And I actually tried to record
now,
a bike ride this afternoon, but when I went out to my balcony, I found out
off the,
my front tire was flat and it wouldn't take any air. I took the wheel off and the front tube was punctured in such a way that
finish off the chocolate
I couldn't just patch it, so I have a new tube on the way.
Johnny giving us 2 conversations.
As soon as I get that,
I don't even know what you
I'll
mean
be out and recording some late fall, early winter bike rides.
This is like the YouTube channel for Johnny OG followers. That's one way, I guess you could put it. Johnny and stereo, hard to follow both. Oh, are you guys hearing me twice? Oh, I have my other sound up still. Sorry, guys. That's the problem. Let me fix that. There we go. Oh, Johnny Strides in the house. What's up, Johnny Strides? There we go. I bumped down the audio on the main. Walking Man dude, you have a lot to learn, my friend. I just looked at your at Walking Man dude's channel. He has the most hilarious video up right now. It's pretty effing stupid, but guys, get the hell off the stream. There's 47 of you watching. Go to Walking Man dude on YouTube. Subscribe to that crazy guy because his videos are just stupid, but I think they'd be pretty good. Hi. Maybe I could play a Walking Man dude video. Nah, he might copyright strike me. But definitely, actually, I'm going to download one of his videos while we're doing this. I have a little YouTube downloading tool. So let me pull that out here. Where is Dylan Reynolds? Hey, Walking Man dude, can I play those on this channel? Will you copyright strike me? You won't copyright me. Go play it. The Kid Continuum caught the Walking Man dude's premiere. I don't know. I just think this guy's hilarious. And because I was a little stoned when I saw it, I thought it was... Yeah, I saw Ken there too. Ken Continuum's here. Holy shit. We have the 3 greatest walktubers of all time. We have... No, 4. We have Action Kid, Johnny Strides, Ken Continuum, and Walking Man dude. Like, come on, guys. Those are the only 4 channels you possibly need. Oh, it says it's done. Here, I got to figure out how to... Someone says the downloaded YouTube video. I used a thing called the 4K YouTube downloader. How do I put that into this program I'm using? I'm kind of an idiot, folks. Sorry, I can't see your chats right now. How do I do this? Where did I do? I don't even know where I downloaded this to. Man, I'm high. Okay. Found it. Sweet. Okay, guys, bear with me. I cannot see your chats.
Walking man.
What am I doing?
Dude.
Oh, I'm playing it. Okay, we're going to move this down. We're going to stop that. Okay, guys. Is the audio okay now, guys? Some people are saying it's fit back in. Is the audio good? Okay, no, we're gonna play. I'm gonna play it right now. Are you guys ready? I'm gonna be a little quiet, but let's watch the new Walking Man dude video with the thing.
Walking man. Dude.
Okay, I think this stupid video does nothing, so I'm just gonna put my... Is the audio okay now, guys? I just cranked that stupid Walking Man dude video down. For those of us not stoned, trippy. Hey, this is not my video, folks. This is some other guy's video. But whatever. People are saying loud. Well, generally, if something is loud, we turn our volume down, right? Is that not how we do it? Johnny, you're loud. Okay, maybe I'll turn my mic down. People are like, why are they watching this? Why am I playing this? This is so stupid. What's up, Josh Adams? Susan getting vertigo? I'm sorry, Susan. Let's skip to the end of the video. I think this guy's just going downstairs here anyways. We're down to 2. We just skipped to 2. The Walking Man dude says, it's the best video ever. I can't believe I watched this entire stupid thing tonight. No, we're at the end. We're at the end. Walking Man dude, we appreciate you letting me download this video, but this will be the last time I feature your content on the Stumbles or Strides channels. Is that you? Is that really what you look like? Did you get Michael J. Fox to film that? That's not nice. That is not nice. Oh, that is really not nice. Where were we? We were like way ahead on this. How do I skip ahead on this video? We already watched this. We were like somewhere down here. All right. You are welcome, Walking Man Dude. If you are interested in more videos that'll give you vertigo and make you sick, go check out his channel. Now I will ban that guy from the chat, and hopefully we'll never have to see him again. Will you ever try a cannabis beer on stream? Maybe. Maybe we'll try that. I had a hemp beer, but it just tasted like shit, and obviously there's no THC, so I don't really understand the point. I don't really understand the point of consuming anything hemp. It's kind of like, it's just like weed without the thing that makes it good. What's up? I will rock your world. Claudia M. Something wrong with... How is the audio now? Is it better? You're welcome, Karim. Nick Nichols says run for mayor. I will try to run for mayor. Sorry guys, I don't know how else to fix this audio problem. Hopefully that's better. Claudia says no. The dude's at Timmy's again. Now what are you messing with? Audio low now. Is this better? I really, I'm just an amateur YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I download? Hello. That should have worked. Mark says better. Everyone says better. All right, we fixed it. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but we fixed it. Sweet. Jeanette says better. Rob Young says yes. Claudia says much better. Susan says amazeballs. Josh says better. Runtime Error says he tried that hemp beer in Ontario once. Yeah, it was a James Reddy hemp beer, right? Giuseppe says hello. Dan says that's my local shoppers. Jenny K says no shit. Mark K says stumbling. Tony says fixed income. Ricky says yes, all good. Sorry about that, guys. I'll try not to download any more Walking Man Dude videos and play them for you guys. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that on YouTube, but whatever. Why is Tim Hortons selling cereals now? That's a good point. I actually bought I have the worst fucking cereal on planet Earth right now. Do you guys want to see it? What the hell is Elf on a Shelf? Can someone tell me what the hell this is? Why did they make that? Is this even a brand? What is this? What is this? Why did I buy it? Why did I buy this? Oh, I know why I bought it. Because it was like $1.99. Because apparently nobody else was buying it. If we go in here, we have a... That's what it looks like. Does anyone want some Elf on a Shelf? I thought maybe this is like a Pixar or DreamWorks movie, but apparently it's just someone thought this was a good idea. If you're wondering what it tastes like, it basically tastes like shit Lucky Charms. Those edibles kick in, that box will disappear. I think they've kicked in. I've been on them for a while, but one of these is open. Yeah, this guy's open. Let's go. Jenny says, that's beyond creepy. Walking Man Dude says, good cereals. You a Disney fan, Johnny? Tristan, I wouldn't say that. I know Jeanette is a Disney fan, though, right? She subscribes to Disney Plus. I don't think you're supposed to eat these. Why would they put this in... Does this make sense? Why would you put this in there? That is just irresponsible. Eat that and you'll grow a third testicle. Ooh, peach gummy. This only has 5 milligrams of THC. So this will put me somewhere around 20 on the night. That's probably a healthy amount. I should despise you for not liking Disney, but you're amazing. Thank you, Tristan. All right, maybe that's enough edibles for tonight. I had all those chocolates, and now we're having gummies. But maybe there'll be some Elf on the Shelf mukbang later. I will rock your world. Is Johnny here? No, there was some audio problems, so I closed down my other browser where Johnny was creeping this chat because I just wanted to eliminate anything. Susan says no chips, no chips. I'm all out of cookies. No chips. Jeanette says for the Mandalorian and National Geographic. What do you think about all the Disney subliminal sexual messages in the old movies? I went to the Reg Hart Cineforum on Bathurst Street, where he actually did a whole like documentary presentation on just that, Dan. And I think it's kind of interesting how perverted old cartoons used to be. Joey Diaz is going to wonder who ate all his edibles. I think Joey Diaz eats stuff a little stronger than this, and he probably doesn't buy it from a store. Manish Plays. Hi, Johnny. How's your night going? My night is good. We're a little fucked up. We have 61 people watching. So did Baby Yoda really get canceled? Does someone really want to know that? Is that really a series? What happened to Action Kid? What happened to Walking Man Dude? Why would you take edibles? Are you a pothead? Actually, I'm not. I don't really smoke anything. But I find zero harm in eating some of the good stuff every now and then. It also makes doing these streams a lot easier. The first few times I streamed like this, I was drinking, but it's kind of awkward as fuck, to be honest with you. But it gets a little easier when you're on edibles. So you take cannabis edibles diets? Not too often. I take them to make Netflix movies better, mostly. That's primarily their purpose. Although I highly recommend watching Kung Fu Hustle on edibles. That gets the seal of approval. Or alternatively, Army of Darkness is an excellent movie on edibles. Probably the best movie to watch is Kung Pao Enter the Fist. Get yourself fucked up and watch that, and you'll have a good time. The Walking Man Dude, give me some edibles now. Have you watched the show Strangers with Candy? No, I haven't. Johnny, what part of the city is in this video? This is Danforth Village. We are almost in, that's approaching Main Street. Yeah, man, don't be a square daddy-o. Who can smoke more weed? Johnny versus Kenny versus Spenny. Probably Kenny. Do you ever feel guilty about accepting money when there are so many poor people living on the streets? BB Plop, that's a depressing question. it's really a matter of when someone gives money, they can choose to give it to however they please, and I don't think we should criticize people for how they spend their money. I super chat a few YouTubers. I support purely entertainment causes that don't make a positive impact on the homeless population, but I also support good causes. I think, how people spend their money is up to them. That's way too deep of a question for the Stumbles channel. Please don't ask questions like that here. Does that work with sappy Christmas movies, says Jenny K. I don't know about sappy, but it definitely works with Christmas Vacation, probably Elf, Bad Santa, Batter Santa. Netflix says they're going to charge taxes. Seems like they're getting greedy. Yeah, I don't know, Nick, but there's a lot of competition for Netflix now. In Canada, it's really just Netflix or Prime. Weird people have Crave. You pretty much just have those two. We don't really have Hulu. We have Disney and Apple, but I don't actually know anyone who has those. Are you afraid of grain banned from the States? I don't even know what you're asking. Kung Pao. You go this way. I'll go home. The best line of that is, we purposely trained him wrong. He deserves to get money. Okay, thank you, Diet Pronto. The comment section was so fun a minute ago. Thanks for that, Giuseppe. Don't worry, we're back to good. Crave is good for HBO. Do you know what's also good? There's other ways to get that, but I can't talk about it. But on your TV, download an app called Plex, and you should be able to figure it all out. And you can get super 4K quality stuff going. Jenny K, Netflix is going up in price. Yes, it is, but I think it's still a good value compared to what the cable people want. When did you film your very first YouTube video? I don't know, but on Johnny Strides, it was about 2 years ago. Did Barbarian shut down for good? I hope not, Green City. They're kind of boarded up right now, but they haven't taken down their... I guess they just have... it's $150 steakhouse. I don't think they can... get by on takeout because no one's ordering that, so hopefully they'll make it. Shirt Ripper, I have Netflix, Amazon, Disney, and Apple TV, says Tristan. Well, Tristan is a Disney superfan. Is there a Miss Stumbles Strides? Do you see one yelling at me in the corner of the room? Yes, I live alone, folks. Well, I was able to super chat, but I forgot you can't on this channel. Rorokan, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, come on, guys, if you haven't subscribed. I need this channel to get to 1,000. Sorry, are you afraid of getting banned from the States for consuming edibles on stream? Banned? Oh, banned as in B-A-N-N-E-D. You know what? Joe Rogan lives in the States, and he smokes up on his streams, so I don't really think that's a concern. And the YouTube and Twitch rules say it has to be legal in your local jurisdiction. So weed is illegal federally in the States, but a lot of states have made it legal. So as long as it's legal where you are, that's okay. And I don't think the feds are actually charging anyone in those districts. I might be wrong on that. But hopefully the next administration will be progressive and get all of America up to where we are up here. And then we could all just eat whatever we want, no matter where we are on the border. Susan says, lol. Tristan, I'm not a super fan. I'm just a spoiled youth. You're pretty close to 1K. Needs 85 more. Isn't anything you eat an edible, says Andrew. Yes, and any book is a child's book, if the kid can read, right? It's going to be legal in the States soon. I hope so. It's just, to me, it's just kind of crazy that alcohol is legal. Cigarettes are legal, but weed is not legal. Weed is not exactly in the same class as actual drugs that kill people, right? Let me see, where are we at subscriber-wise? I have a feeling everyone in the chat is a subscriber, so me telling people to subscribe is going to do nothing. We're at 917. That's pretty good. Jenny says, what is with the lighting in this video? This is at twilight. Now it's going to be a while before it's legal in all 50 states. That sucks. Texas needs to legalize. It's not legal in Texas, so Joe Rogan moved to Austin, Texas, and he can't smoke up on his channel anymore. You have to be 21 to buy cigarettes in California. I don't think that's too crazy. What's with the lights in that store? I don't know. Johnny in the Twilight Zone. Look at this, guys. This is a Stumbles video. Look at that camera getting splashed with raindrops. Can you still toboggan legally in Toronto? I don't know, Bucky. If you could, I would say the best place to go would be like the water treatment plant on Queen Street. He still smokes on his channel, says Giuseppe. Good. Good. A lot of people have negative opinions on Joe Rogan, but I mean, he always says, I'm an idiot, don't take advice from me. That's how he starts every single argument, so I think that's fair. Rich and famous people don't get arrested for weed. Jeanette, nope. Lee, Jeanette confirming. That's sad. I feel for you, but kind of sick of hearing him talk about elk hunting. Oh yeah, I tune out a lot of Joe Rogan, especially if he has anyone that's like a survivalist or like a Navy SEAL or like one of those types of guests. I just don't even bother watching. It's just kind of the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I guess it's kind of like watching hey, I'm wiping the lens off. Sweet. I guess it's kind of like watching one of my stuff. My stuff? That's not even English. All right, I am going to, you know what? Fuck the whiskey. I'm going to have a beer, and then that'll be my countdown to the end of the stream. I think most people only like 10 to 20% of Rogan's guests. Well, he has such a diverse group of guests. I'll be back. Johnny, you are living the life. Yes, sitting in a chair in the corner of a small apartment, talking to a phone is living a life. What's the best brewery in Toronto? That's a really, really tough question. Someone says Mill Street. Mill Street is owned by Molson, so I would say no to Mill Street. Probably Steam Whistle. Good evening, Hannah Clark. I think the Scotch police are looking. We are saying goodbye to whatever this thing is that I've been drinking, this Amber Macallan Scotch, and we are saying hello to, I can't even rotate it. I think we're done with the edibles just because they have kicked in, and I would like to wake up tomorrow and at some point film a video and do a live stream. You know, the kind where I walk around outside and harass people. That's a good point of clarification. In terms of best establishment / restaurant, it would be the Amsterdam Brewhouse on Queen's Quay. Jenny, I did not kill the bottle. That bottle has been killed slowly in time. Tony says Labatt's. Tony is the only person to ever say that. Andrew says, did you make your own edibles or buy? We're contributing to the local economy. We're buying. I heard Bellwoods has good beer. Bellwoods does have good beer. I'm not really... I drink a lot. I drink a lot of craft beers. I also drink a hell of a lot of wine. And honestly, I'm not much of a connoisseur. To me, shit tastes good. It tastes good. It doesn't. It doesn't. I'm not in any way, shape at all qualified to talk about what makes alcohol good or what makes weed good. I'm just a person who doesn't complain and consumes pretty much everything. Although I do tend to go for IPAs when I'm in the LCBO. Blood Brothers Brewery, that's good. I like Junction Craft Brewery in the Junction. They're good, and they will do free delivery. Andrew, you had to do that. You had to say the obvious thing. Do you smoke weed too or just edibles? I think my smoking days are best left for university. We just eat them now. Boo, snobs. You ever hear of a liquid called water? Says Jenny. Yes. Like 98% of what's in this drink is water. I'm very familiar with it. There's also a band called the Toilet Bowl Cleaners who sings a lot about doing things into a white ceramic dish full of water. You have a brewery here called Austin Beer Works, says Christina S. Where are you from, Christina S? Austin Beer Works. Is that Austin? Austin, Massachusetts? Are we going to relive road trip? Johnny, you like winter. Jumbo TV. I like winter because people like watching winter videos, even though my hands are cold holding the camera and you often get a sock wet and then your feet are cold and gross. But those videos, they're kind of like fire, so winter is good. You need beer to make water, says Giuseppe. Christina S., Austin, Texas. So we have a couple of Texans in here. We have Jeanette. She's in Houston. We have Christina. She's in Austin. Who would win in a fight between Austin and Houston? If cities could turn into beings that would fight. What was that movie where robots would fight real steel? So we'll have the Austin robot versus the Houston robot. That'll be entertaining. And somehow we have 65 people viewing. Thank you all 65 people. Let's take a look at the... Tristan says Houston would win. Ooh, put boots on in the snow, says Tara. Yes, you can put boots on in the snow, but they suck for walking long distances. Giuseppe says, howdy y'all. Bucky Smith, fish something in water. Christina S. Houston, Austinites are kinda wussy. Sudsy, my money's on Houston. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Jay Wong. We had to wait, but the real answer came out. You need a Vessi shoe sponsorship for winter. I actually have some like Columbia shoe boot things that are waterproof. Green City, Houston has more guns. They do. I'm assuming. And we are still at 917 subscribers. Which means I am pandering to my subscribers right now. What I need to do is go back on Johnny Strides and offer to do some kind of fucked up outside stream on this channel if people came over and put me up. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe, or Friday nights. If we can, what I'll do on Friday night is at the end of my stream, I will promise that if we can get to 1,000 on this channel, I'll do a quick fucked up outdoor stream on here. How does that sound? Because those streams are getting a lot more people. Jeanette says Houston would win, but loves Austin. I would love to visit either of them. I have not been to Houston or Austin. The question is, what do you guys feel about Dallas? I feel like Houston and Austin probably wouldn't be cool with Dallas. I don't know why. Claudia says that's it. Mike Young, when I first started watching your channel, you didn't have a lot of subscribers, but now you do. I want to say congrats on that. P.S. Blood Brothers is a good brewery in Toronto. Blood Brothers on Geary Avenue is an excellent brewery. And what was cool was during the summer when they shut down, there was a period where you couldn't dine outdoors or indoors, which I guess is the same as now. But you could go to Blood Brothers, order some beer for takeout, then just go across the street and drink in the park. And the park was full of people. So that was a pretty neat experience, and I'm glad that we were able to give them some business. Johnny, I read earlier that you bite. Is that true? I do, Tara. Sorry about that. Tristan says, sounds good. Sudsy says, looking forward to it. Dan says, what does that mean? I don't know. Johnny, you're such a likable guy. Thank you. I'm just catching up on chats. Which area in Toronto is your favorite to walk around? I don't know. I just like if you can't tell watching my channel, I definitely favor downtown. I mean, there's a lot of neat neighborhoods outside of downtown, but downtown they're all connected. You can go from one place to another place to another place, especially for live streaming. It just feels like it doesn't get that boring. Whereas when I'm outside of downtown, like I went to Bathurst and Wilson and I did Little Manila, which is an incredible neighborhood. But once I wandered out of Little Manila, it was like a 40-minute walk to anything interesting. So it was that's why I tend to live stream from downtown. Although I'm hoping to go out to Kipling or Islington and do a live stream from out there in Etobicoke. I think that would be cool. Tara Evans says bite her. Roro Kun says Houston is LA spread out in terms of size, not the most walkable, but there's a lot more things to do than Dallas, which is a bit of a pretentious vibe. One thing I really like about Houston is the skyline. They have a pretty badass skyline. You're from New Brunswick. You say a boot. I do when I'm streaming, and that's the only time I say it. I have a question. Do you still do the path, or is it shut down due to COVID? Says Eagle Spray. The path is, a lot of entrances are shut, but it's still kind of open. Oh, that's that stupid Walking Man dude video again. Denoise with the original. Nope. Okay, this is tomorrow's video, but I have a problem. If I play the video, I will get a copyright strike. So what I've done is I've flipped it horizontally. So since I flipped it horizontally, hopefully YouTube won't think that I'm stealing a video from Johnny Strides. Kind of a dirty trick. I'm just going to see if this works and see if I get the copyright strike or not. So everything you're watching now is backwards, but this will be the video that goes on tomorrow morning. I'm glad too, Tristan. Christina S. Austin is very laid back. I've heard that. How did you find your way to a parking garage? I don't know, Jenny K. You should stream in Pickering. Sudsy, as soon as this stupid pandemic is lifted, I will stream from Pickering. Christina S. Yes, these videos are relaxing, except the idiot with the camera just ran his mouth the whole time and talked about nonsense. Sorry about that. Also, near the end of this video, I'm using not my new camera, I'm using my old camera because it's raining. And I think it got screwed up. Like there was a bit of a shake to it that I couldn't. I decided just to leave the video anyways and not say or do anything about it. But you will notice at the end of this video, if you watch it tomorrow, it does kind of have a weird stuttery shake to it. Andrew, does YouTube do it automatically? Yes, YouTube scans all the channels. So it tells me whenever someone steals my video. People steal my videos all the time and they re-upload them and they put music on them. I'm sure if you're Action Kid, it happens many more times than it happens to me, but YouTube will do that. So I got a copyright notification on YouTube from Johnny Strides saying, or to Johnny Strides saying that Johnny Stumbles had stolen one of my videos. And what do you want to do? I chose to take no action, but now it's permanently on my list of like copyright offenders. So Johnny Stumbles is a thief. So this is an experiment. I'm playing this flipped, so hopefully YouTube doesn't pick up on that. Will this video be flipped when it's uploaded? Tristan, this video will be normal when it's uploaded. Yeah, it looks like someone tuning in right now will be like, what the hell? Canadians drive on the left and they write all their words backwards? Yeah, I started, but when I go down to a street called Balmoral, what happened was a few nights ago I did a midnight stream and someone sent me a super chat asking me to go down this residential side street. And I just can't just wander off in every which direction on a live stream, especially when I only have like 45 minutes left. If I take a 20-minute detour, and I felt bad because they did send me, you know, a super chat and requested that I do that. So on this video, I walk down to that street and I walk across the entire street that they requested. So hopefully whoever that person is, who I forget, and I'm too lazy to go back and read the chats, whoever that person is, hopefully they see that It's a beautiful residential street. So we're going south to Davisville, and then I will go west down Balmoral Avenue, and that takes me to another beautiful residential street called Poplar Plains. And I take that down to DuPont, and then on DuPont, I go to DuPont Station. And then I started the live stream that some of you saw yesterday. You should be able to whitelist your own channel. Lots of channels have a separate clips channel with shorter segments. Andrew, that is true, but what's happening is it's saying, like, because it's such a long video that's copied, it's caught. Like, if I just did little clips of that, it would not catch that. And there is no copyright whitelist, because YouTube does not like YouTube thinks the same content should only appear on one channel, so to discourage that, they don't have whitelists. Tristan says, lol, Young and Eglinton has been such a mess for so long, says Alex Inferno. Yes, it's been kind of a disaster for a very long time. But we got a new Farm Boy. I have not yet been to Farm Boy. I just go mostly to Metro, and I get all my fruit and stuff now. There's a small little market that I always used to just go to Metro and get all my fruits. I don't really buy vegetables unless it's frozen, but now I've been going to this, it's like, I think they're Chinese, I don't know, that's not even important, but it's just a small mom and pa fruit market on Yonge Street, just a few minutes from my house. So I've been going there. It's a little more expensive, but it feels good to buy stuff from them. So I think even after the pandemic, that'll be my new destination to buy bananas and apples. Isn't that exciting? You mean farm? Yes, Andrew. Exactly, as Homer would say. Farm Boy taking over downtown. Yeah, for Americans who don't know, they have an equivalent to Farm Boy. I'm forgetting the name. It's not Whole Foods, but they have their own kind of version of Farm Boy. Eagle Spray, take care and stay safe out there. Enjoy. You too, Eagle Spray. And Elf on the Shelf cereal. I get that from Metro. I won't lie. I shop for my cereal based on price. What is your ethnicity? I don't know. Kind of Trader Joe's, maybe. Yes, Andrew. Back to your question, diet. Maybe I will do one of those 23andMe tests and find out where the heck. That'll probably be something boring like the UK. If you're okay with it, you should be. Yes, Josh. Well, when I get a copyright strike, I have the choice to take it down or not. And I have had people. There's a channel called My Night Walk where that guy has asked me for permission. If someone asks for your permission, sure, I have almost no problem saying yes. But when someone just steals your whole video and uploads it to their channel, even if they set music to it, that's super, super lame. So I do take those videos down. I don't strike them. I give them 7 days to remove it. And if they remove it within 7 days, they don't get in trouble. If you copyright strike someone, you get 3 copyright strikes and you're out. So I don't copyright strike people. I don't want to negatively impact their channel. But at the same time, you shouldn't just be re-uploading someone else's video. Like when that Walking Man dude was here, I asked him, like, hey, can I download your video and upload it? And there's going to be a chat replay confirming that. So I can't get in trouble for that. But if someone else just takes my video and doesn't ask permission, I generally give them a 7-day takedown notice. Rohit Gadadi, which country are you live? This is Canada. Andrew says, not really. Trader Joe's is different. I heard Trader Joe's uses a lot of name brand suppliers, and they just put their own label on it. So a lot of the Trader Joe's stuff isn't even that unique to their store. It's just repackaged stuff that were brands. What it used to be, apparently, the thing I watched on that, it used to be all sort of sourced from the store itself. And then as it became this giant mega corporation, they just started going to Nestle, going to Lay's and all the big producers and getting them to produce a Trader Joe's version of their products. So basically, their local label brands are bullshit, apparently. I might be wrong on that, but it seems to make sense to me. It's trippy watching the vid backwards. Not even stoned, says Jenny K. Beeblop, why is it a mirror image? I have already explained this, but it's so I don't get a copyright notice. I don't know. Maybe I will get a copyright notice. I'm just hoping that it doesn't. Andrew says that's true of all store brands. Not really. President's Choice and No Name Brands actually do their own in-house production. I used to work at Loblaws and I temped in their head office, and they actually source all their stuff. So the President's Choice brand is legit. It's legitimately their own doing. Does Aldi own Trader Joe's? I don't know, Susan. Starfire said Russia. Did you take your wheel to Cycle Path? BB Plop, I did. And I have my wheel on my bike, and it's on my balcony. And because it snowed, I didn't ride it. Did you have a favorite hangout pre-pandemic? I would say a favorite bar would be Clinton's under its old ownership, or Betty's. In terms of hangouts, I really just met friends in bars and hung out. Not that I'm an alcoholic, but pretty much my hanging out in the city these days is when I'm filming stuff. Tristan works at a Loblaws owned store. Is StruckTube a good furniture store? I am not the person to ask, Jumbo TV. All my furniture is from IKEA or Amazon, and my mattress is from Best Buy. I'm still pissed PC got rid of sriracha flavor chips. As long as they don't get rid of those decadent cookies. If you get a copyright, can you fight it, Josh? You can, but you need to have evidence that you have the right. Basically, anything, if someone else owns it, you can't use it. There is fair use. So if you watch a movie trailer and you comment on top of it, then you can use it, usually. But if you just set your own music to it, you can't do that. Or you can't just upload it as it is. Those you can get a copyright busted for. BB Plop says StruckTube is trash. Dan says, do you cry at the end of Home Alone when the mom comes home? No, I don't. It's a very deep question, Dan. Tara says, Susan, me too. Giuseppe, I hope this vaccine brings life back to somewhat normal. Yes, apparently Canada is near the top of the list for a lot of the vaccines. So hopefully, I don't know, hopefully shit gets back to good. I don't know how else to say that. Sudsy likes PC's Molten Lava Cake is really good. Gloria, why don't you watermark your videos? I hate that, Gloria. I hate any type of shit on the screen. When I did cycling videos, I tried putting a rear view camera view on it, and a lot of people said they like the clean view. So I kind of really like, you know, the clear unbranded view. So I would rather not watermark them. And if you watermark it, all somebody has to do is crop it. If they just crop it, they can crop it right, because you're not going to put your watermark anywhere but the corner or on an edge. So it's kind of a pointless practice, because anyone can just 4K download it, crop it, re-render it at 4K and upload it, and your watermark now does nothing. Dan says it gets me every time. Susan says they were good. Don't understand the discontinued chips. Andrew says StruckTube is okay. Oh, we got a fight over cheap furniture. Andrew's saying it's good. Someone else said it's trash. What about EQ3? Tristan Mod says Home Alone is the best Christmas movie. I don't know, Tristan. I saw Home Alone when it came to theaters with my family, and that was like the hottest movie at the time, and we all sat in the front row. And despite the fact that we sat in the front row, it was excellent, but you can't beat Christmas Vacation. That's easily the best Christmas movie of all time. Runtime Error says there's a PC Decadent Cookie Pie now. Andrew, that is correct. Sudsy Z has her eye open to try. Sounds good. I have not taken a look here. Hey, we're still at 917 subscribers. Woo! Josh Adams says A Christmas Story is the best. Giuseppe, Swiss chalet flavored chips. Ugh, I don't know about that. How long has this damn stream been going on for? An hour and 5? When I get to the end of this beer, I think we're going to call it a stream. And no, I don't normally wear Helly Hansen shirts or whatever the hell this is. I got it at a golf invited me to, so I just kind of wear it as like a pajama thing. Best chips were Ruffles Harvey's chips. Harvey's had chips? That's news to me. Never seen Christmas Vacation. I guess, how have you not seen Christmas Vacation, Tristan? Are you kidding me? Has anybody else never seen Christmas Vacation? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, anyone who grew up in North America not seen that. Under Armour. Maybe it's Under Armour. I don't know what the hell it is. You're late to the party. Michelle, thank you. Glad you made it. You missed the edibles, but you're here for the after effects. Giuseppe, that's true. Have you noticed how many flavors Pepsi and Coke come out with in a year? There'll literally be like 40 different Pepsis and 40 different Cokes, like blue bullshit. And other than vanilla and cherry, no flavor has ever stuck. Carlos Rossi, ahoy, ahoy, Carlos. Michelle Briggs has never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Really? I couldn't have avoided it if I wanted to. I remember from like probably grade 5 to grade 8, every single year the teacher would pull in that tube TV with the VHS. Someone would bring in Christmas Vacation from home and we would watch it. I Will Rock Your World loves this guy with too many exclamation marks. Thank you. I've seen it on TV back when they would play 5 minutes of movies, 5 minutes of commercials. And the movie would take 3.5 hours. And they would often cut out parts of the movie. We have spicy salt and vinegar here on the East Coast. That sounds good. I like anything loaded with vinegar. Vicky's sweet chili and sour cream chips are amazing. I will have to try. I think Americans need pickle chips in their lives. Those are two flavors that stuck in the U.S., which is kind of a shame. Cherry cum is Dr. Pepper, pretty much. All right, maybe I read that wrong. The blessing. Hickory sticks are the bomb, says Tony. Giuseppe says Coke. Dan says you used to watch it in school. Yes, it was like a tradition in school. You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. Oh, Carlos. Jenny K says the teachers let you guys watch it? Wow, in my school we had to watch The Sound of Music. That's lame, Jenny. Are there any movies you've seen that you walked out of cinemas, and how bad was it? Yes! I walked out of the Caribbean. Fuck that movie. And I walked out of the original Lord of the Rings. And I was walking home. I lived in St. Lawrence Market, and I got caught in a rainstorm, and I was all alone. And it was like Half Price Tuesday, and this was already like an $8 theater. So that's meant for like $4 I could watch a movie. And I wouldn't be in like this thunderstorm without an umbrella. To me, that just seemed like a better investment than buying an umbrella. So I went, I saw Pirates of the Caribbean. 30 minutes later, I took a piss. I peeked outside, I saw that it stopped raining, and I just took myself home and I said, no more fucking movie. I couldn't take it. And Lord of the Rings, like, that's self-explanatory. Who the hell can sit through that? Sorry, people I just offended. But it was literally people walking through a forest. I walked out of the first Lord of the Rings. There we go. Christina S. Christmas Vacation is my favorite holiday movie. Jingle All the Way is good. Jingle All the Way is great. I love Jingle All the Way. But I will say Christmas Vacation is better. Tristan is kidding. I'm glad to know you are still good, Tristan. Giuseppe says ketchup chips are good, but dill pickle is weird. No, dill pickle is great. Susan, no, dill pickle is great. Lee says you walked out of Lord of the... I think that is the litmus test for are you a normal human or not. Did you walk out of the Lord of the Rings? If you circle no, you will go into a pit when you die. She wrapped up her dead cat. Christina, bringing back memories. Andrew watched Scrooge as a movie. He watched it a bunch of times. I remember that movie. I just don't remember anything about it. Tony says bacon chips. That sounds good. Am I still just wandering? Man, when you watch tomorrow's video, if you do watch it, just skip to like the part where I'm not just dawdling along. You saw Big Fish. I have not seen Big Fish, Christina S., but I know you have good taste, so I will look into that. Roro-kun walked into Batman vs. Superman. Batman vs. Superman was great. The only thing that was stupid in Batman vs. Superman is why were they even mad at each other? It didn't make any sense because they were like confused over who their moms were. Like, that didn't make sense. And how the hell did Superman not just fucking murder Batman in their fight? Like, he just would have murked him. Like, Batman's a human. That fight made no sense. It just defied logic. But it was a fun movie, and I liked it. So don't walk out on it. Favorite Christmas film? Tris G. We were just talking about that. O'Brien Wilkinson. Hey, good night, Johnny. Good night, O'Brien. Sudsy Z didn't mind Batman vs. Superman. Me neither. I actually like DC movies. Even with, like, was it the Zack, whoever that director was that they just got rid of. Like, all his movies were good. They were dark. Like, all the Marvel movies are just wisecracking jokes. Call me weird, but I'm definitely in the DC camp. Hey, I'm chasing a squirrel. That squirrel had no idea there would be 61 people watching it. Might be a nice night for a snowfall walk. Andrew, I recorded one this evening. So that will be going up Thursday, I think. T-Dot says the butterfly effect was bad. Lee says, have you seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Yes, I have seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That is excellent. Anything with John Candy is excellent. Except for Cool Runnings. That was actually kind of a stupid movie, but the premise was neat. Uncle Buck. The Great Outdoors. It's pretty hard to go wrong with a Candy movie. O'Brien says Batman vs. Superman is rubbish. His swearing just means Johnny is honest. A lot of F-bombs. Thanks, Susan. I love it when you idle and give a panoramic view of the buildings you're in. I will watch it at full length without skipping. Thank you for the feedback, Michelle. This is very trippy because it looks like I'm on the wrong side of the street. Justice League was pretty awful though. Yeah, but I still liked it. It was one of those movies that I liked it the first time, but I would never rewatch. O'Brien, welcome to the channel. I hope you clicked subscribe. Have you run into Vegetable Police on your walkaboots? No, I have not run into Casey, aka Camera Conspiracies. I've seen him a lot. He always just sticks to Greektown. Like, he's literally on Danforth, somewhere between what? Broadview and Pape. Like 99% of his videos are like right there. I have not walked into that guy. But if I did, I would bomb whatever vlog he is filming. O'Brien says Batman is the best. Andrew says Canadian Bacon. That's a weird one. I did not like it. I thought I would like it, but I did not like it. Carlos says Phantom of the Paradise. Not familiar with that one. Josh, John Candy was wonderful. Yes, Josh Candy was basically Chris Farley with really good acting chops. He could play any type of role. Kind of like similar to Jim Carrey. He was kind of a one-trick pony, but later we found out, hey, this guy can actually act. John Candy was like a master actor. Zoolander 2 was so bad. Oh my god, how can you have such a good first movie and such a terrible sequel? Jenny K, that is true. I remember that. Good call out on that. Can you do a walking tour of Pearson Airport? Yes, Tristan, I will do that. Zoolander was based off a Chinese movie called Mandom. Oh, neat factoid there, Susan. Kitty Apple says, stop drinking. You're going to get it. Hey, no one has seen my beer belly. O'Brien, you're a subscriber. Thank you. Can you say hi to your friend Ali? He's watching this video but can't see the feed. Hi, Ali! How many drinks are you in now? I had about 5 whiskey OJs and 1 beer and about 20 THC, which isn't even that strong. Check it out. Apparently, it's a big hit in Winnipeg. It's a musical, sort of like Rocky Horror. Sweet. Beverly Hills Ninja was great. Oh, they could not make that movie today. They would not be able to make that. Kind of like Tropic Thunder. That's another movie they couldn't make today. But, oh, I enjoyed Beverly Hills Ninja, even though it was so bad. Tara Evans was John Candy's makeup artist at times. That's neat. I picture him like wearing a bib with very little makeup. Andrew, it does, but I don't think the Robert Downey Jr. character would fly today, which is sad because it was hilarious. But yep. Oh, you just said that. I said this before I read your comment. How about Elf? Elf is good. I prefer Bad Santa, but Elf is definitely good for modern Christmas movies. What area is this? This is backwards Yonge and St. Clair. So what we did was we took Yonge and St. Clair and we folded it. And we kind of 180 did this to it. And now everything's backwards. And it looks like we're in Eastern Europe somewhere. Yes, indeed. Good old Will Ferrell. My favorite Will Ferrell movie is Step Brothers. I think it's impossible to make a better movie than Step Brothers. That's pinnacle of Hollywood right there. Bad Santa, greater than Elf for sure. I agree, Carlos. Elf or Alf, the alien? I don't know how to answer that. Jenny K, we just gotta pretend that we drive on the left side now. Bizarro, Young and Claire. Yes, it is. Sorry, my big monitor is over there, so if my eyes go that way, that's because I'm watching the video on that side. Let's see, come on. We are at 919 subscribers still. Damn you. Alien life form. Alf is from Melmac, and he likes Melmac girls. Did you guys not know that? And he lives with Willie Tanner and the Tanner family. And they had a small record you could get from Burger King with one of their meals. And Alf sang a song called Melmac Girls. And the record was like pink and purple. And it was kind of like a tie-dye thing. And for some reason, I listened to the hell out of it. He does like cats. Shouldn't it be bad bye? No, it's still goodbye. You guys effing me up. Hey, it's Book City, only the backwards version. Jim Carrey is the best Canadian comedian hands down in Canada. The Mask killed me. I watched it when it came out in 1994. Yeah, but there's some other good... I agree. He is number one, but... unfortunately, Phil Hartman is no longer with us. I thought he was the most talented who's seen, more than Dan Aykroyd or Leslie Nielsen or any of those classics. I thought Phil Hartman was the shit. And it sucks that what happened to him. Wasn't the cat's name Lucky? Yes, it was, Jetty K. Thoughts on the South Park pandemic special? I thought it was hilarious. I like everything South Park does. I like that during like that Hong Kong protest fiasco last year, South Park just didn't give two shits and roasted that. They just roast everything. They're not concerned about reselling their catalog for maximum streaming, which a lot of networks are concerned with. So that's cool. Remember Friday Nights with Alf, Perfect Strangers, and Full House. Balky Bartokomous from Mypos, right? The Land of Sheep. And his cousin Larry Appleton. Larry worked at a newspaper. I remember that. And the first season, they were in like a different apartment. And then they moved to like some other apartment. And Full House, I will not even acknowledge that, even though I watched Full House quite a lot. And Alf, who hasn't watched a lot of Alf. Josh, good night. Tristan says, Jim Carrey's awesome. He is. O'Brien, Leslie Nielsen, I forgot. Naked Gun. Leslie Nielsen was a treasure. Rest in peace. Michelle Briggs. Yes, we talked about John Candy. He is definitely one of the greats. Giuseppe asking about noodles. Andrew, yeah. I mean, but when there is no legit way to stream, you just plex it, right? I mean, what's the RARG rarg with the G .to or RARB? One of those is you can get pretty much anything. Should I even have said that? I don't know. No love for Mike Myers. Mike Myers is good, but he's not Jim Carrey level. He's not Leslie Nielsen level, but Mike Myers is definitely talented. Also, let's not forget, if Mike Myers had a scorecard of 100 out of 100, the fact that he did The Love Guru is like minus 50. Like, he cannot prevail after that. Green City, you learned Lorne Michaels is Canadian. Yes, you might have noticed that Kids in the Hall had a very similar opening vibe to certain aspects of Saturday Night Live and the show Portlandia. The intro to Portlandia, which is the Lorne Michaels show, is very similar to Kids in the Hall, another Lorne Michaels show. Favorite episode of Polka Dot Door? I like the one where the Pokeroo bukaki'd over. No, that I should not have said that. I don't know. Change the topic. WKRP in Cincinnati. Yes, I remember watching that. I remember not wanting to watch that. It was one of those shows that I would just flip every time it came up. Giuseppe says Jerk King. Roro King says William Shatner. Not a comedian. Squeeze says Mike Myers made a lot of stuff. Johnny, Robin Williams was a Canadian too? I don't think so. Is there an LGBT... I can't finish reading that community in Toronto. Church Wellesley Village is where I'd assume Jenny K says Wayne's World. Wayne's World was good. Mike Myers was good to give a few laughs. Yeah, I enjoy Mike Myers. I think he's definitely put him on that Phil Hartman tier. My favorite is when the guy just missed the pokeroo. Oh, like every episode. Catherine O'Hara, she is great. Eugene Levy, he's from Toronto. Yes. Best in Show was hilarious. You were talking about Jim's dad. It's sad that Eugene Levy will be best known for being Jim's dad of all the characters he's played. Chris Guest, Eugene Levy from SCTV. Jay says, hey Johnny, how are you? We're good. Roro Kuhn says Russell Peters. Too soon for Russell Peters. Maybe when all is said and done. He seems a bit like he doesn't go outside of stand-up comedy. So he's a little different. The rest are all sort of actors. Whereas Russell Peters is not an actor. He's pretty much strictly a stand-up comedian. But in that world, yeah, he's probably at or near the top. Ryan Reynolds, is he a comedian? I mean, he's an actor who goes in comedies, but I don't think he does stand-up. Hey, be a man, do the right thing. Martin Short and Clifford, I remember that. That was great. That's a big-ass Santa bear. This is backwards Balmoral Avenue. So this is what the street would normally look like, only we flipped it. You mentioned once that you were in a movie. Did I? I don't think I was ever in a movie. Sudsy says Schitt's Creek is pretty funny. I like Chris Elliott, who was in Schitt's Creek. He started on the David Letterman show. He was like an idiot in the crowd. And then he eventually got his own movie called Cabin Boy. And David Letterman appeared in the movie Cabin Boy. And Cabin Boy was a big commercial flop. But I had the movie poster on my wall in my bedroom because the video rental store didn't even want to put it up. So they just were giving it out. And nobody took it until I did. And I put Cabin... So I had Chris Farley swinging on the anchor of a ship on the wall in my room through all of my teenage years. It's hard to beat that. Johnny has been in lots of adult movies. No, I have not. They're all on OnlyFans. Come on. Brian Reynolds from Vancouver. That's true. Andrew couldn't get past the first or second episode of Schitt's Creek. It's a slow burn at first, but I think the show sort of came together. I enjoyed it. Phil Hartman on talk radio or news radio with Joe Rogan. With Joe Rogan. Phil Hartman was replaced by John Lovitz in that show. Saw the last Yosh, Candy, and Strand Levy Schmedge performance. The Last Polka. BB Flop is probably a little older than me. We are now approaching Avenue Road. Seth Rogen from Vancouver. Yes. Stoner movie hero Seth Rogen. Indeed, EB. Ooh, it's 12:30. Phil Hartman, I agree. SCTV, consistently hilarious. Rick Moranis is Merv Griffin. Jerry Lewis sings Dylan commercials. I'm not familiar with that. LMBLC65. To be honest, when I was a kid, I never watched SCTV. It was always on, and I never watched it. Little did I know the disservice I was doing myself. Do you have any interest in Toronto real estate in the neighborhoods you walk around? Yeah, not really. I'm more interested in the buildings themselves, not their price or if the market's hot or cold, stuff like that. I don't really care about. So I only speculate on those things. But I'm more interested in like how old is this building? You know, what's the history of this community? Johnny, can you smoke? No smoking inside my apartment. I can, but if you do, I will cut your head off. But I do have a giant balcony, so you're free to go smoke out there as long as there's not neighbors on either side. Because if they're out there, then you can't smoke. I'm not going to be that asshole neighbor. Sorry to elaborate too much on that question. Roy, Tommy Chong, Edmonton. I did not know he was Canadian. Wow. Have you seen Tom Green's recent material on YouTube? No, I haven't. But I have seen all of his stuff on cable access. That'll be interesting. Andrew says I'm too young for TV. The loud audio scared Action Kid away. I think it was his bedtime. Action Kid goes to bed early. Johnny, you ever did a winter ride live stream? No, I haven't. O'Brien? Bucky Smith says The King of Kensington, Al Waxman. Those are cool. Go look up King of Kensington on YouTube and watch that. Mark Lang says the Model T Ford factory was very interesting. You know what, Mark? I did not know this, but that building also became a Planters Peanuts factory. So talk about rockstar building. Making Ford Model Ts. Oh, look at this Corvette coming up. And then it was a Planters Peanut. Andrew says smoking is the worst part about apartment condos. Yeah, I don't like it indoors or in buildings. Jay says I'm a good neighbor. Look at this Corvette. Is this the new mid-engined Corvette? Honestly, this looks as good as any like $300,000 supercar. This is pretty much porn in a car. I thought this was neat. And it's mid-engined, right? So it's unlike every other Corvette that came before it. That's a sexy car. Send me a super chat so I can buy that. Action Kid goes to bed early because he goes to Times Square at like 5 a.m. Maybe. I think he's probably still up. Johnny, what you think of Ninja Turtles? I never really got into Ninja Turtles. From cats to nuts. Cars to nuts. Cats to nuts. Bucky says Mayor Mel Aspin. Jay, yeah, it is got some Batmobile vibes to it. That's the C7 Corvette, not the C8. Ooh, O'Brien, thanks for calling me out. Have you ever walked the bridle path in Post Road? Would love to see that. Susan Bambridge, search bridle path on my channel. I did a bike ride through there and I did a walk. I did Post Road and the bridle path and then the two roads that are next to it. So we went by Prince's house, we went by the Mean Girl's house, and Drake's house, and a lot of the other lots. So just search that up. There are beautiful I think even more beautiful old houses are in the well, actually they're not that old in the bridle path. Most of them are pretty new. The Hogs Hollow area has really beautiful old houses. Any neighborhoods you felt awkward walking around? Yeah, I felt awkward walking around the bridle path. Oddly enough, when I go up like George Street in downtown or Queen and Sherbourne, I don't feel awkward. It's really just the residential neighborhoods where they have like private security on the streets and like everyone's looking at you like you don't belong there. Those are the weird neighborhoods. What's the longest you've walked in a day? Trist G. For the channel, I think 42,000 steps is my biggest day. I don't know distance, but that was my biggest day. That was last year. I filmed like 3 like hour-long videos, and then I did another video that failed, so I didn't upload it. So I basically did 4 like super long-ass videos in one day. And I walked around like throughout the rest of the day. So 40-something thousand steps. I think 42. And that was on a really old school Fitbit. I don't really, like my legs, my feet don't really feel tired. It's weird. Like at some point, maybe my joints will go. I don't know. But I just feel like walking is something I can do. It's something I can do. I think we can all walk. Johnny Strides, live stream, move fast. I like this interaction more on Johnny Stumbles. Oh, Brian, that's because we only have 58 people watching. It's kind of impossible. No Ward's Island walk this year. No, Bucky, I did not make it out to the islands. Boo. Johnny, you have a lot of friends, or are you a lone wolf? I'm more of a... I'm not a lone wolf at all. I definitely have friends, but they're mostly of the WhatsApp variety these days. I don't really see them. I think the pandemic has had a lot to do with that. There was one guy I went to high school with. I'd always meet him and his wife. We'd always go to a bar every single weekend, like clockwork. And we have not been doing that, so that kind of sucks. I think a lot of people, though, cry me a river, right? We're all going through that bullshit right now. Did you ever walk around without filming? Yes, Tristan, to the start and home from my walks, pretty much. During the pandemic, every time I go out, I try to film something. Like, that's the only reason why I go out. I get what you mean, too fancy. You love Forest Hill. Much better the older homes. I agree, Susan. Forest Hill, even the scale of those neighborhoods, like the houses are close to the sidewalk and they're close to each other. Right? It's a community. It's a neighborhood, at least. Even if everyone's rich and pretentious, it's still a neighborhood. The Bridle Path is not a neighborhood. It's like a collection of estates. Vacation in Europe, and I usually walk 25K a day, and it's just casual walking. Yeah, Andrew, I'd easily do that when I go on vacation too. That's neat. You must like exploring. Do you know that the street Edmund Gator, one of the coolest? I don't, BB Plop. Drop that in the comments so I can look it up when I'm not fucked up. What sort of field do you work in? Right now, I'm on a extended leave of absence where you quit and your company doesn't want you to quit, so they agree to stop paying you, and they will start paying you when you choose to go back. And as far as and honestly, I don't think I'm going to go back. But I'll announce that on the channel at some point. But you could say finance, insurance. It was that kind of boring field where you sit at a desk and bang your head against the wall all day. The pandemic has destroyed our social lives. I agree, Jay. Johnny, I'm coming to Canada next year to live. I'm a welder from Barbados, and I'm looking to settle. Your walkthroughs convinced me. Oh, Brian, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you settle and you can weld your ass off here. That's not something everyone can do, so good luck. Were those your friends you had on a previous video, or did you pay them? Which one, Bucky? Was it the video where I started with a couple of people? Tristan retracted a message. Zach McNally says good night. Good night, Zach. On the Bridle Path, we never really knew our neighbors. I would imagine, Tara, if you were lucky enough to live there. Canada needs welders. There we go, O'Brien. Get your ass over here. We need you. That's the best kind of immigration, when you take someone who has a skill and you have a country that needs that skill and that person wants to move. So you come here and you do that thing. It's so mutually beneficial. At this rate, this channel is growing. You'll have 50,000 Roro Kun, This channel doesn't even have 1,000 subscribers. How the hell is it going to get 50,000 in a couple of months? Do you mean my other channel, Johnny Strides, that serious, boring guy who just walks around and talks about how old shit is and how depressing things are, that everything's going out of business? Maybe that guy will get to 50K. Oh, Brian, when I'm doing Track Me Down, we might do a meet at some point. So anyone who's in Toronto can come meet and we'll hang out together. During the pandemic, not a good idea, but maybe after the pandemic. Or track me down on a live stream. Johnny, have you ever hung out with one of your viewers? No, Jay have. Only what you've seen on the live streams. Maybe not this channel, right, Andrew? Tristan, don't apologize. Just send those letters. We want to see, guys. Don't we want to see what those letters were? What street is this? This is Poplar Plains Road, EB. And going in the other direction up the street is a pain in the ass. But I actually filmed a video where I do just that on my bike, my single speed bike. I came up this hill, so that was kind of badass. Yes, you had a couple of drinks at a pub or before your walk. Yes. Bucky, that was those were my friends. That was one friend from high school and his wife. I actually talked about them earlier. We met at Blood Brothers Brewery at the park across the street. Police, don't give me a ticket for saying I did that. Sipping some Sriracha and Bacardi. Best Domino's Feast Pizza. Best Feast Pizza. Dude, I'm all about 50% off Mondays. I get myself a pan pizza. And I throw whatever the hell I want on it. And it's a good deal. They're killing the bike lanes on Brimley and Scarborough. You know, I almost never saw cyclists in Scarborough. Like, if you watch my video where I rode from Scarborough Town Center to downtown, I literally see like one other cyclist in the whole place. So if they're gonna just remove those bike lanes, that's just a step backwards. But hey, what do you expect in a John Tory run city, right? We're not political, but we don't like John Tory. Now we're going south. I think we're almost at DuPont. Here's where Poplar Plains turns into DuPont. Have you done the Witchwood area? I have, but I've only gone down Christie Street and I've gone down Bathurst. And a little bit in between. Scarborough is very car-centric. Yes, unfortunately it is. Just go down Eglinton Avenue. And once you go into Scarborough, there's not a single person on the sidewalks. And superhighway. O'Brien, don't worry about that. Don't need the super chats. They're appreciated. And this channel, you can't super chat me anyways. Drivers in Scarborough are dangerous. Don't disagree, Green City, but I would expand that to the rest of the rest of the city. I don't think you need to be that careful with criticism of Tory. At best, people are indifferent to him. Yeah, well, I feel like that's the card Tory plays. He plays that spineless weasel that people aren't really going to give a shit about. Like, one way or the other, he's kind of nothing. He doesn't really take any stance. He doesn't really do anything. He doesn't rock the boat. He supported that one-stop subway, which is the stupidest idea in the history of mankind, just to get votes in Scarborough to win an election. That was a calculated move. I don't think he's that stupid, but for the most part, yeah, most people don't give a shit about Tory one way or the other. And that's just kind of reflective of what a spineless weasel I think he is. But that's just my my thoughts. You see a lot of cyclists on the sidewalks in Scarborough. It can be dangerous to cycle in the road. Yeah, I get that, Jay. I mean, especially if there's nobody on the sidewalks in Scarborough. But really the fault of that is the city for not enforcing safer driving and not building bike lanes. David Miller was a good mayor. Yeah. I have good memories of David Miller and Barbara Hall. I think we had a pretty good run of mayors in Toronto. Do people in Quebec speak only French or in English too? No, they speak French and English, but sometimes they pretend they don't speak English just to piss you off when you go there. They know English. Don't kid yourself. They speak English. They just occasionally pretend they don't. O'Brien, you have an interest in Calgary. Maybe search if there's any Calgary walking videos. You also have a forklift license. That's neat. EB can't figure out where this is. This is backwards Danforth. Susan. I don't even follow his Twitter or any of that. Gloria says, "Why? What does the side of your shirt say?" That's going to be a mystery, Gloria. I got this. That was a company I worked for. They gave it out in a golf tournament. Maybe I'll keep my shoulder down. Montreal speaks a lot of English. That's true, Andrew. Graffiti Alley is nice. Quebec City, not so much. Bucky liked Mel Lastman. The only thing Mel Lastman screwed up was the Shepherd subway line. He never should have built that. Built that. What's your favorite green space you visited on walks? I think the Moore Park Ravine is probably just that stretch through Rosedale is quite fantastic. It's the retweets, says Susan. Susan's on Twitter. Yeah, the Shepherd subway line is a ghost town. Yeah, all they had to do on Shepherd was build like one of those dedicated busways or a bus priority line. Like, they could have done anything, but building a subway there was stupid, especially since they only built part of a subway. They should have built the whole subway, or they should have gone with dedicated bus lanes. They should not have built like half a limb and called it a subway. That was stupid. Mel was good in North York, terrible in Toronto. I think that was the general consensus. I think so. He was a champion of the Shepherd. He actually did not fight for the Eglinton West subway line. He did nothing. He let the Mike Harris government kill that subway line, but sweet talk them into keeping the Shepherd line. So he was definitely fighting for his North York constituents. Also, the Hells Angels handshake did help things for him. Did you get a lot of snow today, Susan? We got like a all right amount of snow. At least it's stuck around. It's white. And cancel Eglinton subway while keeping Shepherd. Yes, Andrew. That was a very unfortunate mistake. That said, I don't hate John Tory as a person. I actually think he's probably decent. I just don't like the fact that he governs the city with zero spine. That's all. What do you think should have been done in Scarborough instead of the one-stop subway? I don't think you can take away those RT stations and replace them with buses. Like those, there's people that lived, like, you have to have a subway line. There was 3 and 4 stop solutions which actually were approved, and Metrolinx is on board with them. So the one stop Scarborough is dead, but I think you have to keep those RT. You either refurbish the RT line, you build an LRT in its place, or you run a subway above ground along the LRT portion and you keep those LRT stations. You can't take stations out that are already in. And one stop, it was just so expensive for people to go from, like, all those people would have to take a bus to go to Scarborough Town Center to get on the subway to go downtown. And a lot of them would have been backtracking. So it's just a really, really stupid decision, even irrespective of the cost. When are we getting a Niagara Falls live stream in December? Please let me know. O'Brien, hopefully around Christmas. If I'm allowed to go there, we will do that around Christmas. Jay, the Scarborough RT is heavily used and the cars are in their last legs. Yes, that's why I said it needs to be rebuilt or fully replaced. Vancouver, the Vancouver SkyTrain is on the same kind of cars and the same system, so you can completely refurbish it. There are parts, they are being manufactured, but it is very cost prohibitive, and that's sort of the problem the TTC ran into. It's like it wasn't even worth it to overhaul it. Oh man, we're talking Scarborough Subway here. What's next? We're going to talk Spadina Subway or Spadina Expressway, which is what they tried to build down Spadina. Johnny, the time in Barbados is 1:47 a.m. and you're an hour ahead. That makes it 12. It's 12:49 here. So we're off by 2 minutes. Speaking of off, guys, I think it's time to put an end to the stream. I have one more question here. What are the chances of the Ontario line being built? Is Lowell within the next 20 years? 50-50. I think it'll be about 20 years. Best mobile provider. If you're in Toronto and you're not going anywhere else, I would say Freedom. If you are going to anywhere rural, anywhere off the 401, just go for the best deal. TELUS, Rogers, or Bell are all equal. They're all good coverage-wise. But go for the best price. All right, good night, Andrew. Good night, Jay. And everybody else, all 56 people watching. And this stream is, whoa, shit, an hour and 47. This went longer than I thought. Thanks for chatting, guys. I won't thank you for the super chats because I can't get them. Good night, Susan. I was not telling you the time to leave. O'Brien, it's time to go to bed, man. I'm fucked up and I want to wake up early. Rural, I was with Freedom and didn't get service in the west end of the GTA. That sucks. Freedom's really good now. Jeanette, you're still here. Jeanette, 3 cheers for you. Stay safe in Texas. Good night, caring for plants. And MR, I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be streaming from the Strides channel. Probably in the afternoon or early evening. All right, everyone. Yes, O'Brien, you are. All right, have a good night, folks.